So thank you for the kind introduction of me. I'm Amal, the co-founder of Assistance and StackBill. So today, hello and a very good morning, good afternoon to the Apache CloudStack community. It is a very immense pleasure for me to meet and greet the CloudStack community lovers and user of this CloudStack Collab 2022 event. Also, a special greeting to the StackBill customers all around the world and our team who is watching right now on Bulgaria. Without you and your ideas, I don't think this is possible for me to present in this event. So friends, stay with me for another 40 minutes and welcome to the StackBill workshop. So about StackBill, so in a nutshell, I can say like StackBill is a billing portal for Apache CloudStack. It's a 360-degree, I can say it's a 360-degree billing for CloudStack because we almost included all the billing parts of CloudStack where you can build any module inside the CloudStack. And a small history about our company. So StackBill is a product of Assistanz Networks, which is established in 2004. So Assistanz is one of the most preferred and trusted IT partner supporting data centers, enterprise, and telecoms all around the world. So right now, our team is a 24/7 support team, currently serving like 1,000+ clients all around the world in more than 100+ countries. And we also a certified NASCA member. So starting about the StackBill deployment, what we have done so far. So we have a deployment around 10 regions all around the world. So managing around 10,000+ VMs in multiple data centers in small, medium, and large enterprises, even in Tier 3 and Tier 4 data centers. So we have a huge collaboration with CloudStack, even when it was cloud.com. So we started adapting CloudStack in very early stage. In 2014, we started building this product for many of our clients as a project. So after we find that there is a market in a data center and hosting, we thought of making it as a product so that every public user can get a benefit over there. So that's the whole idea behind the StackBill innovation. So with all this expertise, like 7+ years of expertise, so we have something new to present to the current market trend where end users nowadays are looking more innovations in the cloud experience. So what's new with the CloudStack, StackBill 2022 and 23? So that's what we are going to see in this workshop. So what we have done, StackBill for our upcoming years and our roadmap. So in this presentation, we'll be having we are going to see a couple of slides, and I will be walking you through the demo. Starting from the user portal and the admin portal, and also the StackBill license, how much it's going to cost, and the deployment models of StackBill available right now for our end customers. So talking about the core features, like in StackBill, so I can say like we have 7 core features, starting from building and reporting, self-provisioning, and third-party plugins like monitoring, and also marketplace. And it's completely a white label CMP product where you can rename the StackBill into your own brand. And also we have multiple options, like you can integrate with any third-party applications so that you can have a complete customization over our panel. So it's a complete self-servicing, like user can start from sign up, from provisioning, and also to the termination. So it's completely a self-servicing portal. And we also have some kind of innovation in the auto-scaling where we don't need to have any external device like Netgear or something like that. So auto-scaling, it's now possible with as much as simple, with which it supports all of the hypervisors anyway. And we have a huge marketplace, which I would like to show in this demo. So close to 125+ apps are there. So you can start using it at no point of time. So, and also one of the important things is like we also support the IaaS, like infra as a code, using Terraform automations, like so that they can manage their own infrastructure using Terraform. So talking about our StackBill end user billing model, we have like two packages. You can offer your customer like in a package model where you can bundle all these resources like CPU, memory, network, and IP. And other plan is like flexible, which is very similar to the AWS and DigitalOcean model. And out of these two models, we have options for reserve instance plan where you can offer a long-term discount for your users when they are committing for a longer time. So as I said before, it's a 360-degree complete billing portal for Apache CloudStack where you can build close to 50 plus application for your end customers. And these packages, like you can use the hybrid model, like you can offer both, like you can offer the package and also you can offer the package as a flexible. So the customer now have the choice of choosing either they can go with a package model and they can choose with a flexi model. And also we have different billing models like pre and postpaid where the customer can recharge their billing account and start using the product. And once they can also switch over to the postpaid model at any point of time. So talking to the marketplace, as I said, we have experience, close to 7+ years of experience with CloudStack user using real-time in production in the public cloud. So we find it very difficult to manage their applications, especially when you are trying to build a template or application. So there may have an expiry of end of life, or you have to patch that application frequently to make sure all your customers are using the secure application. So we undertake that pain and we develop our own marketplace for StackBill user where it is completely free. So user don't need to have pay for any of their applications. And we also maintain this application for our end users. Like I said, we have like 125 plus apps available in our marketplace for our end customers. So once they deploy StackBill, they can just sync with our marketplace application and they can start provisioning with their end users. And also we have a couple of features like ML-based suggestion where the application will be or placed auto suggest for the customers, like based upon the clicks of number of users used. And one more thing is like we have our own Kubernetes marketplace. So once you create the Kubernetes cluster, we have a marketplace for the Kubernetes cluster where user can deploy applications like Ingress or whatever the application they want to launch it for their clusters. And we also have options for user upload and the license cost. So for example, if you want to launch a Windows application, you can set up the license cost along with that template price so that the user can make it as a pay-per-use model. I'll be explaining you in the demonstration, so how the marketplace is going to look and what are the options available in the marketplace. So as I said, we have our own auto-scaling model based upon our monitoring metrics and integration. So our monitoring metrics is based on the two softwares like Jevix and Prometheus. So we use Jevix integration for monitoring the instance storage and the network part, and Prometheus for the containers and Kubernetes monitoring part. So also we have our own monitoring product called StackWatch.io, which is currently under the beta development. You can visit our website StackWatch.io to find out more about our product. So it's completely auto healing product. Like you can have the whole playbook automation execution through this product. So we are planning to launch it for free for the CloudStack users in a couple of releases. So I hope in another few months you will be having a dedicated monitoring system for CloudStack users for free. So when we talk about the billing, the plugins, sorry. So we have a couple of plugins like for billing, we already have the integration with WHMCS, which is the most common billing available for the hosting industry. And we have a couple of other plugins for CDN, for using Cloudflare, DNS using Power DNS. And we also have an extensive integration with the Amazon S3, TrueNAS, Chef. And for our containers, by using our containers plugin, you can use container as a service, something like AWS offers to the customers. And we also have option for the container registry as a service to using the plugin called Harbor. And out of this, we also have the automation for using Terraform. We are also a partner of HashiCorp and a couple of free available scripts in Ansible if you like to have an automation on yourself. So let's get into the demo. So I'm really very excited to show you the demo of our user panel, what we have right now for our customers. So based upon our previous experience, so we have simplified the whole account creation process as simple as possible. Like, let me show you that when you create an account, so it will be asking you only the email, for example, some email if you want. And then you can choose the country code, mobile number, and you can type in the password. And you can register yourself. So once you register yourself, you'll be getting the email notification, and where you can click in, and you have to verify the payment process and rest of the account settings to be completed. So let me show you the already created account for time saving. So I have created a couple of users and VMs for you to show. Let me show you that. So once they logged in, so for the first time user, they will be redirected to the payment process screen, which is the screen something like this, and they have to complete the entire payment verification process. So that only then they will be able to create the resources, or else our system won't allow the end users to create any of their resources. So for this verification, we also have a plugin of called MaxMind to make sure all the legitimate users are only the legitimate user can sign up using the credit card authentication validations. So our system will take care of the entire fraud verification system on the backend. And out of the payment setting, once the payment setting is completed, they are ready to create the resources for their requirements. So there we have a couple of more options, like you can set up some credit limits for your end customers. So once they exceeded, they will be the user will be account will be suspended, and you can also apply some promo codes if they want. And we also have an extensive document for the API. So if any of the user want to have the API access to connect with their system, they can simply go and request for the API access. So once they activate, so you can find more about our API, how this things works. So we have a complete documentation over here. Like if you want to create a snapshot or something, this page will guide you to the entire process. And a couple of more like notifications and account deletion, something like that. So these are very common setups. And I will walk you through the dashboard. Like in the dashboard, you will be having a complete overview of your billing and also your resources, like your current month usage, last month usage, and the forecast of upcoming bill. And the monitoring status, like how much service is been running and how much is been muted and how much is currently under warning, something like that. You also have a couple of statistics, like you can view the entire bill of the entire year, and also you can view your quota, and you can also view your notifications, like the creation, login, and login failed, whatever notification will be displayed over here. So let me take you to the instance creation process. So most of our CloudStack customers, they find it very difficult to create, especially in the public setup. They find it a little bit difficult to create instance because most of them are novice users. They just want to create the instance as much as possible in a couple of clicks. So we have simplified this process by introducing a quick deploy and advanced deploy. So the quick deploy will take the end users and by it will allow the end user to create in a couple of clicks, where the advanced deploy is for the normal CloudStack users. So let me take you to the quick deploy. So once you get into the quick deploy, you have to choose the platform first. So as I said, like we have this marketplace integration where you can find many apps. Say, for example, if I want to choose the cPanel or whatever application, you can choose over here. So once you choose your application, all set, then you have to choose your compute resource where we have all the categories displayed on the top. So let me choose a sample plan for you. And on the network side, creation of network. If you want to create your instance with public IP, you can just click on this button and you can start away creating your instance with public IP address. And also another pain point what we have faced with CloudStack is like for the new user, they have to create the cloud firewall policies, which they are not very aware of it. So in our system, administrator can create the firewall rules as a template and they can assign to the end user. So for the first time user, when they are logged in, they can go and they can choose the CloudStack, the firewall policies, which is already created and assigned to the user. Say, for example, I am choosing a firewall rule. So the rule will be displayed over here, where the user can add any number of rules over here. Like if you want to add any ICMP or whatever, they can add, and they can modify. And finally, the identity of your instance will be automatically created, so they don't need to have to create this once more. So on the whole, user can see the entire cost estimation, like the plans, the images, the network, what is the cost is going to be in per hour, and in the whole month, how much is going to cost. So they can have a quick overview over here. So let me show you the already created instance in order to save some time. So once I create this instance, so it will take you to the separate dashboard. Like we have all the systems organized for the users for quick management, like destroy or whatever they want to perform their action. And at any point of time, user can resize their instance using this resize option, and they can also purchase the saving plan, which is the reserve instance plan, and the snapshot and other things are very normal very similar to the CloudStack. So as I said, like we have the integrated monitoring system, so it's very easy to activate a monitoring over here. So as you see, like the monitoring system is already integrated over here, and you can start viewing all the basic graphs. You have an extensive monitoring over here. I will show you that in a couple of minutes. So for the access security, you have this option, and we have a separate option for called VM scheduler, where the user can schedule their instance, like the start and stop time. Say, for example, if a developer, they want to shut down their instances in Saturdays and Sunday, they can shut up their policy over here. The instance will automatically get shut down. And if they want to start, same way they can set up another policy, the instance will start over again. And we have simplified the Kubernetes creation process. So let me show you that. So all you need is like, you can complete the whole step in a couple of steps, like you have to name your cluster and choose the ISO. And for StackBill users, we offer a customized ISO with a lot more support, like integration of marketplace, a couple of more automations like monitoring and a dashboard view from the console. So these are all the features we have it for our StackBill users. And same way they can choose the node plan, where they have to mention all their node in their cluster. And for extra reliability, they can add HA. And if for additional options, like if they want to have a private registry, they can set up over here. And similarly, they can view the cost over here. So let me show you the cluster which I have already created for the demo purpose. So you can see like you have the options over here, like you can click on this to access the dashboard directly without the need of configuring all this in your laptop or desktop. So we also have integrated marketplace for our Kubernetes, where the user can just go on and click on the applications to install inside their clusters. So currently we are working on the monitoring part, which will be completed and added in our next releases. Same way you can add your scale up your resources at any point of time. These are all the features available in CloudStack. So we have simplified the load balancer as well, where you can also connect the external load balancer, like you can create your own policy. You can choose your network, and you can choose your port. You can choose the algorithms, and you can attach your instance to load balance yourself. So, and once you create the load balancer, we have another feature called with auto scaling, where as I said, like you don't need to have any kind of third party or hardware integration. So it works in a very simple manner. Like all you need is like you have to activate the monitoring in your VMs. Let me show you how this works actually. So adding auto scale, we can complete the whole process in just 3 steps. Like you can see like demo. You need to choose your load balancer, and you need to choose your VM, template, and the offer you want to set up for the load balancer. And we have like a scaling policies like create and destroy and start and stop. So based upon your requirement, you can set. So our auto scale works in 2 metrics like CPU and memory. You can set up the threshold or whatever the value you want, and you can also set up the capacity like minimum or maximum instance you want, and also the scale down policy. So once the policy is activated, so once it breaches the threshold limit, the instance will be automatically created and under the load balancer for you. And we have a couple of options like IP manager, where you can straight away acquire an IP and attach to any VM. And we are also adding a couple of features like bring your own IP, where the customer can bring your own and attach their inside their networks. So as I said, like we have a complete pack of marketplace where like the whole marketplace is customizable, where you can categorize. You can add, remove your own category, and you can add, remove any of your applications over here. So once the StackBill is deployed, the entire thing will be automatically synced in the marketplace. I will show you in the admin portal where how that actually works. So out of this, we have a couple of add-ons which I would like to share with you. Like we have StackDNS integration, which is powered by the Power DNS, and also we have S3 Cloudflare NFS and container registry using Apple. Let me show you a few of them, like StackDNS. So StackDNS, you can add domain. Once you add the domain, you can go and manage all your records from inside StackBill itself. So so you can just go to the S3. You can just create your bucket here. And you have the public listing options, like if you want to list it or public or whatever, you can have it here. And once you create the bucket, so you can see like you will be having a nice file manager where you can start sharing your files or keeping it in private. So you have options like manage permissions to make it private or public, or you have options like share it quickly, like quick share, like you can share it. You can set up the durations like 1 hour or 6 hours or 1 day until then the link will be activated. And once the duration is over, the link will be destroyed automatically. So this kind of the feature, we already have it in our plugins. So as I said, we have a complete monitoring system integrated in our So close to more than like 45 plus metrics you can monitor over here. Same way you can trigger alerts. You can set up the threshold limits or whatever from this system. So billing is one of the important part of our system. Like you can have a complete overview of our billing. So how much is used and how much is going to be the forecast for this month, and you have a nice view of the billing detail in the categories view, like how much the storage is using, and also you can set up your own budget, where you can, once the budget is breached, you will be getting a notification immediately. And we have an extensive cost explorer where you can find in a more category space, say for example, how much the Kubernetes cluster alone is using, how much VM is using, how much the bandwidth is using, etc. You can find over here. And the rest of them, like you can purchase a saving plan, like I said, like you can create the saving plan for your customers, and you can offer over here, like standard or monthly or whatever. And for invoicing, all the invoice will be loaded here, so you can just view in a draft mode or in the payment mode. Even you can download the invoices for your month, or even during the period of your billing. So we also have the reporting feature where you can find more number of reports here if you want. And there are many features available, which I think we are running out of time. So you can find more of the feature in our document.stackbill.com place. So out of that, we have the help desk integration and also the help center integration, where you can customize and integrate it with your own blogging or with your own articles. So our help desk can be integrated with, our system can be integrated with any type of help desk using the SSO. So if you are an existing user and if you want to integrate your system, you can easily integrate through our system. So this is a quick preview I would like to show on the user part. We also have another interesting part for the admin, which I would like to show you. So we have a nice dashboard for our business owners and admin, like they can view the entire both billing and the infrastructure in a single view. Like I said, like they can see how much is billed today and how much is the upcoming billing, and all the billable plans over here, and which plan is creating more revenue for them. They can also have the top 5 plan listed over here, and a couple of more options for the billing users. And we also have the integration of the monitoring, where like StackBill is based on the microservices model, and StackBill can be deployed in Kubernetes as a container. So once you deploy the StackBill application inside the container, there is a need of a monitoring of whether this application is running perfectly or whether it's having a problem with all the communications are going good or something. So we have this integration for you, so the user can easily find out which service is not running and which is the problematic services. So, and we also have a quick overview of our ACS dashboard, and all our microservices health will be listed over here. And we also have a couple of other services like monitoring the other hosts like MySQL, MongoDB, or what other application you want to have it here. And for the client manager, we have a couple of options, like you can create your own client and invite them to your system, or the user can parallelly sign up and you can activate the end user over here. So once the user is activated, you can have a complete overview of the users, like how much they have made the revenue, how much the total fee is, and what is the utilization of their resources like VM, disk, or IP, and a couple of other options like you can send them an invoice, delete the user, and export the user data, and a couple of more actions you can do. And we also have a feature called login as user, where if you want to log into the user console without the need of their authentication, you can just go and perform their actions for your user. I think this will reduce a considerable amount of help for the customer. So we have a couple of more options for the profile and the product and services. What are the product and services customers are using right now in a categorized manner, and the invoices so far generated for the customers, and the payment, especially what is the payment made for the customer. And you can also set up a quota limit for your customers. And as we've seen that the API request will be landed over here, and you can either activate or deactivate the API request for your customers. We have a couple of additional services as well, like a trial user. If you want to make this user as a trial user, you can go and activate this option for your end customers. And product and services, which is one of the important feature of the whole StackBill, like you can create compute offering, storage and network offering. As I said, like we have close to 50 plus billable items for developed for CloudStack, either in a postpaid or prepaid way. So let me show you a couple of screens for you. So it's very simple. You can create the instance and you can start offering. You can just set up the pricing for your end customer. And also, if you want to make it as an RI plan, reservations plan, you can make it over here. And you can also have a quick preview how it's going to look inside your customer portal. And we have a couple of more options for you, like if you want to charge back your customer for the IP volume or whatever the bandwidth or whatever things they want, you can have this in your system. And you can also have your revenue, how much the service is generating the revenue. Is it either up or down? You can have a quick overview over here. And we have a lot of options for the chargeback, like transaction history. You can view the payment gateway log. You can have the invoice and discount settings over here. And the market feature, which I have explained you earlier, is like we have like two marketplace, like the OS template and the app over here. And for app marketing, so as I said, like once you install StackBill, the apps will be get automatically synced for every user. So the user can have now the options to either you want to enable or disable for their end users, and they can also set up price, like how much per hour they want to charge back their customers. And we have a couple of add-ons where you want to activate and deactivate for your customers. Whether if you want to activate Kubernetes as a service, or if you don't want to activate Kubernetes, so you can just simply activate and deactivate your customers. So you also have a couple of integration with using bare metal if you want to provision any bare metal interfaces. So we have a nice reporting features for the invoicing, where you can have a complete overview of how much is generated, etc. You can find more in this reporting section. And config settings, like you can integrate your CloudStack, any existing CloudStack without a need of any modification to sync with this StackBill. And a couple of options like payment gateway, organization settings, like if you want to customize your theme, if you want to set up a taxation or currency, or even if you want to set up a multi-currency for your end customer, it is now possible. And if you want to integrate with any help desk, you can just go on and simply integrate in our settings. So that's all. I would like to have a quick preview over our admin portal. So back to the slide. So about the billing price of StackBill, about the billing model, we have 3 editions. Like the customer can start with free edition. They don't need to pay anything, and they can just simply download and they can start using our product. Even in production, so they can also explore this product for their own POC. And if they want to scale up to the next level, they can upgrade their product to the other plan. So it's based on the hypervisor model, where we charge $99 for every single hypervisor. And if you're looking for more customization, like we want to have a separate team to develop entirely for your application, for your company, we have another plan, which is an enterprise plan for doing all this customization. And deploying StackBill, we made it very simple to the end users. Like the user can just deploy our application in just a matter of like 3 to 5 minutes. Since we already moved our application to microservice architecture using container architecture, all they need is like they need to deploy the CloudStack. They need to create a Kubernetes inside the CloudStack, and they just pull over our deployment YAML and they just execute inside the cluster. So all our applications will be automatically deployed and it will be taken care of by our systems. So we also helping with a lot of migrations. We have done a couple of close to 2,000 plus VM migration from Proxybox, Virtuoso, and also from AWS to StackBill for our end customers. So we are also assisting in that. So right now we are developing a plugin for Proxybox where the user can migrate their instance right away from our application. So that's all I want to share with you today. So thank you for listening to me, and we also available in the physical booth and the StackBill booth where you can meet our teammates. You can have a live demo with them, and if you want to discuss anything with them, please contact them. Thank you very much. So any QA, please let me know. I'm ready to answer.
Thank you. Okay, any questions? Guido.
Okay, so thank you for your presentation. Looking at the system, it seems like it's a one-stop shop where customers would get in and would get their systems. But how would this, for example, integrate with an existing billing platform where a cloud platform would be an additional service to your other services? Does StackBill have the functionality to have the billing being done by a different system, by an existing system, rather than StackBill sending out the invoices?
Yeah, we have that kind of integration. Like a couple of our customers, they already own running a billing system or a CRM or a financial model. They want to send the bill directly from their system, not from StackBill. So we have that couple of integration. Since it's a REST API based, so we can integrate it with any of our systems. So we have already done this integration. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else for a question? Okay. Thank you, Amal.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.